one, go.
Alright, this is a rigid heddle loom. So what a rigid heddle loom has to create the weaving thing, it's got, this is the heddle, it's rigid, this is why it's called a rigid heddle loom, it stays firm, and it's got slots and holes. And you put threads through a slot and thread through a hole, and the way that you create each thread is you raise it up and it brings up the holes, and that creates all the holes, and that creates a shed, and you weave through there, and then you pull it down, and then the slots come up, and that creates a thread. And that's the normal way you do it. You only have one. For most weaving projects, for this, because it's double weaving, you've got two, and I'm basically doing 2 layers on top of each other. I'm doing double width. Oh, no? Okay. What a brat. I'm doing double width. So this is about 30 inches, and this is another 30 inches underneath. They're connected in the middle, and I'm basically going to be opening this up, and it'll be about 60 inches wide for a blanket. So this here, you've got 2 layers. So I've got, I'm going to pull this down so we get a shed. It's a maneuver. So here I've got 1 layer here, and 1 layer down here. You can see it. It's 2 layers right here. Can you see?
Yeah.
Okay, and then they are connected on this side that you can't really get into, but they are connected right there. So now when I pull the back heddle down, what it's doing is taking all the ones in the hole, and it was a very carefully threaded through the slots and the holes in a particular way that I had to do several times because this is the first time I've done this between the 2 heddles. So pulling the back heddle down puts all the threads in the holes on the back heddle, and that creates the shed for the bottom layer. And so I'm going to do, and now this particular yarn is kind of fuzzy, so it sticks together, which is great for the blanket because it'll make a really nice, once I wash it, or anybody washes it, it'll make a really nice soft blanket. But because it sticks together, it kind of makes the sheds kind of, so I've been taking extra pickup sticks, and I've been going through like this and separating them because otherwise they stick together and then you get so that I can. So again, because I'm a little bit anal, and also because just and see, yeah, that's a mistake. So that needs to be fixed. this particular yarn is just not, it's too loose. So what I need to do, there's a little handy dandy trick. Put a little weight on it, on this side, and it makes it hang down, and then it's tighter here, so that doesn't happen again. Just check it. Not sure. Because this is so big, I can't actually see. No, the entire piece. Wow. So now the next part is we put first heddle up, and now that creates the shed for the upper layer. So now, and this is easier because I can see what I'm doing. It's really hard to see the bottom layer. So the bottom layer gets mistakes made, and so that's why I'm constantly bending over and checking it. It's kind of hard on my back. So here I can see, and now you can see, maybe you can see, I've got one, let me see, lift this up. I've got one layer here, and one on the bottom. There. And now I use what's called a pickup stick, that I've specifically picked up certain pieces of yarn. And now this particular pickup stick has figured out which yarn that are weaved in between the two heddles. And this will pick up. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going up on the upper layer again, and I'm going to pick up, and it's the opposite shed for the upper layer. So you can see how it kind of comes to the upper layer, and it comes like that. Okay, so now we're going to go back and do the bottom layer, and we take the second pickup stick, which I believe was B, and again, kind of sticky, so, because I can't see, miss threads. Anything? Okay. And we're back where we began. Now we're back on this side. Ready to do another round. We've got 2 layers.